If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it and it's free. Looking for PTGO codes? Potown Store has all the latest sets and promos instantly delivered to your email. You can use tablemon code when checking out for 5% off. Card Market is Europe's largest online marketplace for Pokemon cards. Whether you're looking for sealed product or singles, vintage or the latest sets, just follow the link in the description to find what you need. Want to show off your love for tablemon? Check out my 2021 merch. These new hoodies and shirts are available on Amazon. Click on the link in the description to get yours. This video is sponsored by the Pokemon TCG deck building website PokemonCard.io. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new Tablemon video. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to be playing with this concoction by Frank Persick and recently used by Bini Fernandez to win a big online tournament just yesterday, which is Ice Rider combined with Palkia and Bibarel. So we have Ice Rider, who's one of the attackers of the deck, with the attack right of the High King doing 10 plus 3 more damage for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon, and Max Lance doing 10. And you may discard up to 2 energy from this Pokemon, and if you do this attack, does 120 more damage for each card you discarded in this way. Now we also have Palkia VSTAR with the Subspace Swell attack doing 60 damage plus 20 more damage for each benched Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's, and then the Star Portal ability allowing you to attach up to 3 water energy cards from your discard pile to your water Pokemon any way you like. Now with Radiant Greninja we have the Concealed Cards ability, discarding a card, an energy card, drawing 2 cards, and then the Moonlight Shuriken attack targeting down 2 Pokemon for 90 damage. So we have bench damage, we have really high numbers, which with a choice belt, Ice Rider can one-hit KO every single Pokemon VMAX out there. And then we have, of course, our 2-2 Bibarel along with Crobat and Luminion to help support the deck. We are going to be playing 4 Battle VIP Pass to help us with the early game, along with a 4 Quick Ball, which combined with the Rita, especially Battle VIP Passes, they become really, really powerful. Now, we are going to be playing Melanie as well to continue to repower up our Ice Rider VMAX. Along with Palkia V-Star, we should be able to get back-to-back attacks fairly simply, and with Tool Scrapper we can eliminate Big Charms or Tool Jammers that prevent us from one-KOing other Pokemon V-Star, which this deck excels at. We have Leon as well to get a little bit of bonus damage, get all the way up to 310 HP, which coincidentally can one-hit KO the Mewtwo V Union, which is very impactful, and you could run into that at some point. And then you have Marnie and Roxanne to disrupt our opponents. So let's jump into ladder, see what we can do with this deck. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and go first. And we're gonna start with a double cross switcher, which is pretty ironic, but we do have Battle VIP Pass and Quick Ball, which we can utilize to search for a Crobat, which will hopefully not be priced, or we can just start double raw Battle VIP Pass, which is fairly good, right? So we definitely want to establish a bit of Crobat is not priced, thankfully, which is really nice. So the big card that I'm missing right now is Energy. That is the big card right here. So I don't mind, since I'm going first, I don't mind filling up my bench, also because Ice Rider is just better, honestly, than Palkia in terms of raw damage output. So then I can get these 2. And then, yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and Crobat. It's too bad about the double cross switchers, but it is what it is. Yeah, alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and Quick Ball away the boss. Yeah, I reckon the boss. I might end up using the cross switcher next turn to chase down something. So I'm gonna actually attach the choice belt to this, because my opponent might actually attach energy to a benched Palkia. No energy for me though. Which really sucks. Alright, well, it is what it is. So we're gonna pass here. Like, as long as we find a bucket, right, we're still fine. We can then either Melanie or Irida for the bucket and then use Palkia. Like, we should still be fine-ish right here. Okay. So we are going to see a boss on the poor Bidoof. So I might end up just attacking a Greninja or a Sobble. I feel like Sobble is a stronger card to take down here. Alright. Yeah, if I can knock out Sobble, then that would be ideal. Okay, that Irida, because I have access to Palkia's ability, that Irida should guarantee my attack, right? So I'm gonna grab this and this. Yeah, alright. So I'm gonna grab these two. And then I'll go ahead and grab two waters. And then first I will use conceal the cards. I'm gonna use a lot of cards this turn. This is a very convoluted hand for sure. Alright, more cross switchers. Alright. So let me start off with this. Okay, and then when I use the other bucket, yeah, the more energies I have, the better. I have double Ultra Ball, so I should be fine. Okay, so then I'm gonna go cross switcher. I wanna take down the Sobble. Seems like the more important card. And then I'm gonna go Ultra Ball number 1 for the V-Barrel, and then Ultra Ball number 2 probably discarding both waters. Doesn't seem ideal. Could just, yeah, if I discard the cross switcher, then I'm out of costing cards. Could just be the choice belt as well. I think it's gonna be the 2 energies though. I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is. And then we will grab the Palkia, right? Yep. And then I'll go ahead and evolve, attach the choice belt as well to this Calyrex, and then use B-Roll, and then use my ability. So a lot going on, and a lot of deck thinning as well. Alright, with the energy, can't search for this friend. However, and then we will just power up. Honestly, I might like all 3 energies on the active. Definitely 2, right? So I can attack. And I do have the Melanie. I fully expect to discard 2 more. I think I'm gonna go to the bench though, because in case I have to cross switcher next turn somehow. Alright, so my start is just like really powerful. The Palkia the active means it's dead. Hopefully no tool scrapper for my opponent. And just a pass. Alright, so change of plans. We're just gonna go Melanie and the active, since we will be discarding 2 of those energies right now. And then I can definitely thin cards that I know I will be using, and there's the victory. So straightforward. My opponent did nothing, but the deck flowed pretty well. Alright, we get to go first yet again. Unfortunately, not the best hand this time around. Never mind, I mean, we don't even have a hand yet. I meant, we did get a basic in our hand. Alright. Okay, definitely not as good a hand as we had. And we mulligan 3 times, so how? And we start double cross switcher yet again. Alright. Yeah, that huge hand is definitely not ideal. Especially with this not so good hand of mine. Decides to bench something, which wholeheartedly disagree with. Alright, that Ultra Ball, I could use it now, but I think I'm better off just saving it for next turn. And we're just gonna go ahead and pass here. So I might choose to go cross switcher KO on the Duraludon. I might actually want to do that, because knocking out Arches is much easier than knocking out Duraludon, right? Alright, straight up Bakery for my opponent. Double Turbo would be the worst card to see get played right here. Weird choice of stadium. Like out of all the stadiums this deck could play, that feels like one of the worst ones. Because you want healing, or you want to limit your opponent's bench. This doesn't make much sense to me, but oh well. I'm guessing they really want to find the double turbo, which they do, and they'll be able to power up the Draldon, and they find the big jump. Unreal. I mean, I can still get the knockout, thankfully, as I can. So my plan now is Ultra Ball, play the cross switchers, and then go Ultra Ball away the energies for Luminion, which finds me Irida, which finds me the VMAX and the Choice Belt, and then I do get the one-hit KO on the Draldon. And all I'll need is a Melanie to KO the follow-up Arceus VSTAR. If I fail to get the Melanie though, I will be in trouble. But I don't know what else I can do. Top decking Irida would be fantastic. I guess I could play Crobat instead, and then hope out of those 6 cards I get a more stable situation. And the Irida. They do have quick balls, right? Okay, that also works. That means I don't need Choice Belt anymore, and I can grab something like Palkia, perhaps. I know I'm definitely gonna go after this trend though. So let's do that, and then we'll go ahead and Ultra Ball away the 2 energies. You're down 2 stadiums. How valuable is the Palpad? I don't think the Palpad will be too valuable. I'd rather keep the energy. Alright. So I do have 3 Quick Balls and 2 Ultra Balls, along with Irida, Melanie. Oh, I'm so tempted on the Crobat. If I whiff though, that's gonna be rough. I feel like I should though, because that'll give me a much, well, you know what? Never mind. If I go Luminion and I grab a Quick Ball, then I'll get the Crobat. Yeah, never mind. I was about to really mess up. Okay, this is basically the best of both worlds. So I'll grab Irida. Yeah, this is how to do it. Then I'll do this. Then I will do this. Then I will do this. I'll grab the VMAX and a Quick Ball. The Crobat is available, right? I saw it. Yep, perfect. And then I can use the stadium to get back the energy to guarantee the discard for the Crobat, so that I get a bunch of extra cards, and hopefully I'm able to knock out the Arceus VSTAR next turn as well. With a clean Crobat for 6. Hopefully that gets me more stuff to help me with my setup. Alright, well there's a Melanie, so out of all the possible cards, I guess that was one of the best ones. My math doesn't fail me, that is the 1-hit KO that I wanted. If the stadium doesn't get countered, then I have an attack on the Arceus VSTAR. The rough part is no Choice Belt and no follow-up attacker, but it is what it is. I feel like that was definitely the correct way to go about this. Well, maybe not so much actually. If I knocked out the Arceus and they don't have VSTAR, I might still need to deal with a Draldon VMAX anyways. We'll see. We shall see. See another Avery. So what do they grab? And can I grab a can I find another basic Pokemon? That's the issue. Like another attacker to power up. I would especially love a Palkia. That would be best, I feel. Alright. Get back an energy. There's the attachment. And just goes for the trade. Oh, alright. Yeah, pulling this off again would be almost impossible. I would need the other cross switcher plus the air balloon off of my Melanie for 3, which seems very unlikely and very unrealistic. Alright, so let's go Melanie. I mean, at the very least I need to attack, right? Wow, I got the cross switcher. I'm actually not too far off from getting the KO on the bench, but I don't have a way to do it. Alright, I don't even have knockout on the active, which is unfortunate. I guess there is a world where with Palkia I could set up Radiant Greninja next turn and use that to KO the active along with damaging the Duraludon. It might be one way to go about this, but probably not actually. Alright, so we're gonna go Max Lens, just deal as much damage as I can here. It's too bad there's no choice belt. Like, we had a pretty strong turn 1, but then afterwards, obviously, now we're in a little bit of danger. I will be able to Roxanne, which is nice. Bidoof could potentially take the knockout, but we actually want to take the knockout with Palkia, which then tanks a hit and then deals another hit. I could win with back-to-back boss's orders, but hopefully the Roxanne stops that, or will mitigate that after the Calyrex goes down. See, another attachment, so that pretty much confirms they're playing Hyper Potion. Or they could just do that as well. Oof. Well, this was worst case scenario. Yeah, that's a loss for sure. Wow. That is a big fat L if I've ever seen one. I'm not even gonna be able to attack this turn. That's really awful. And that's also a really awful card. They have a humongous hand. They're down 1 boss's orders. If I go Irida for another Palkia, I think I have to, right? Just go Irida for another Palkia. And an Ultra Ball for the Greninja. And just hope they don't have another boss's orders. So we'll do this. Grabbing the Greninja. And then I'll draw a card. Okay. And then I'll grab the energy. And then I'll just attach here. And then I will pass. Okay, so the plan now became... Oh wait, I shouldn't have attached to Palkia. That's fine. Alright, well, that does it. On to the next game. Alright, now we're going second. I we do have the Raw Battle VIP pass. We have a lot of Pokemon Search. A lot of Pokemon Search, and we see a pass. Wow. Okay. Very nice. The double Raw Battle VIP pass. So I think it's just the same formula as before. We have access to both Calyrex, which is great. Based on what my opponent did, I don't expect them to be able to knock me out, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and do these. And then I will quick ball away one Ultra Ball. Dominion is prized, which is fine. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and attach here, and then we will Crobat for 4, replenish our hand. Now I even have the Irida. This is insane. Okay, I'll use concealed cards for sure. And I mean, I can Irida, but I don't need to. That's crazy. So as long as my opponent doesn't Marty me, next turn is gonna be insane. Alright. I also have access to boss's orders if necessary. So my opponent does evolve, will play Irida. So I guess there is a chance I get knocked out here. But then I'll get return KO myself. Actually, no. Ooh. Ooh. Actually, never mind. If Palkia goes down, I rely 100% on Melanie, which I do not have, so I needed to attach to this Calyrex, I guess. We'll see. They could have knocked me out if they attached to the Manaphy retreat and then used the VSTAR. They could have wiped out my Palkia. So I'm really surprised they didn't do that. Okay, they go for the cross switcher. Alright, well, that's definitely a mistake. But we will take it. Alright, so now all I need is the choice belt, which I have guaranteed with the Irida. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna, yeah, the right way to do this would have been to knock out the Palkia for sure, like 100%. It would have been to knock out the Palkia right there. And now I even have the choice belt, so how many energies? 2, so I'll go ahead and discard these, grabbing the Bibarel, and then I'll go ahead and evolve, and then I will go ahead and attach Herbaloon, Training Court, Industrious and Scissors for 2, and then use Irida for the VMAX and a cross switcher. I have double gust capabilities now, and then I will evolve, and I will go ahead and start Portal. 1, 2, 3, and just spread them out a little bit, and we'll go ahead and max Lance for the return KO. But I lost a Calyrex V. If they had knocked out my Palkia, they had gone attached to Manaphy retreat and then VSTAR knocked out my Palkia, I wouldn't have been able to attack that turn. I mean, they didn't know I didn't have Melanie, right? And I also didn't have access to it because I prized my fish, but I don't know. I would have needed Melanie, Energy, Choice Belt, VMAX, which is 4 cards. By knocking out my Calyrex, all I needed was Calyrex Choice Belt, because the energies were available through Palkia VSTAR. I don't know. I feel like that was definitely not the ideal way to go about it, at least. And now they'll just bench a Palkia, and I'll go Boss's Orders, knock it out. Possibly even, or I could just cross switch or knock it out. with my own Palkia, and then I'll have Calyrex plus boss to chase down the last two prizes, because they're not beating me without a Palkia in play. Alright, they're gonna play a Palkia down. They're gonna quick ball for a Sobble, presumably. Could be another Palkia though, that's for sure. But either way, that's a dead Palkia. If they bench another Palkia, then even better. Even better. Yep. This game is all but over at this point. I feel like the way my opponent approached the previous situation, it's like they see Ice Rider and then they're like, oh no, 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 I need to KO it, I need to KO it. Whereas they didn't precisely consider the best way to go about it, and they didn't consider what I could do during my turn. That's what they didn't take into account. What I could or couldn't do during my turn. And that's a big mistake, right? And it's going to be a very costly one. So 140, 160, 180, 200, 220. That is the knockout, right? So we'll just go subspace well. And I have a fully powered up ICE RIDER CALYREX VMAX, which can one-hit KO the next Palkia VSTAR. No questions asked. Even if my opponent attaches a big charm to the Palkia or a tool jammer, I have Luminion, 4 Irida, 4 Tool Scrapper. So straightforward, powerful, and it all comes down to my opponent's mistake, but also my own mistake. If I had attached energy to an Ice Rider instead, I wouldn't have been in that situation, right? If they knocked out the Palkia, then I had the energy on the Ice Rider, and I was fine. If they knocked out the Ice Rider, then I had the Palkia, so I was fine. So the first mistake was mine, and my opponent didn't capitalize on it. And there is the Tool Jammer, indeed. So I guess Path to the Peak would be the next line of defense, but I do have Training Court, so Luminion will not be stopped. And like, if you're my opponent here, like, this isn't even a game-winning play, right? I could just attack. And what do they do afterwards, right? If I just attack here, then I have 2 attackers powered up, and that's it. Or I could just Leon. Oh, I need to Leon because the Tool Scrapper is prized. Wait, is it? I just saw my prizes, but I didn't take a mental note of it, I guess. Yep, there it is. Alright, well, Leon works too, right? Luminion to the rescue. Pretty powerful deck, pretty good. If you find double Robile VIP buzz on turn 1, you'll very rarely lose, but that's not gonna be super common all the time, right? But anyways, thanks so much for tuning in, really appreciate it. Sorry about the videos freezing sometimes. I don't know what's going on. It's something I've been dealing with for a long time now, and I've tried everything, restarting my computer, resetting settings, reinstalling and installing everything, but nothing seems to fix it. So I guess I need a new computer or something. But anyways, thanks so much for bearing, thanks so much for watching, thanks so much for your support, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.